Beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99, and today we're doing an energy check-in with the Divine Masculine and Feminine. So this reading is Divine Masculine said and Divine Feminine said. So this is the feminine energies and this is a masculine. I pre-shuffled a lot of the cards, so we're going to get some messages how both are feeling at this time. So let's start with the masculine. Bound. So he feels stuck, basically. He doesn't feel that he can move forward for some reason, but to me it feels like it's his own making. There's nothing stopping him, he's just stopping himself. Understanding. He's hoping that the feminine has understanding for him, and he's trying to understand himself at this time. I feel he's been going within to connect with his higher self. He's working on his self-worth. I feel in the past he didn't have self-worth for himself. He couldn't understand what the feminine saw in him because he didn't feel deserving of love, and he's working on this right now. He's contemplating, he's doing a lot of inner work. You know, he's contemplating over what transpired between you both. You know, why did it get to that stage, basically. He's trying to make sense of it. Free will, and obviously everyone has free will, and even though he's feeling this strong connection, this strong pull towards you, he is using his free will at this time, and he's probably staying away. But he sees you as a guide in the darkness. You've illuminated a lot for him in his life. So he does see you as a very cherished guide to help him move through life at this time, okay? So how does the feminine see things? She's prepared to compromise. She'd like a compromise in the situation. Maybe some of you have settled, maybe you've got fed up waiting, you've made another connection, but you don't feel complete 100% all in because, deep down you're missing your masculine and you want that, strong soul connection. But some of you just, got fed up waiting, basically. Forgiveness. She has forgiveness in her heart for a masculine, no matter what. And she forgives herself as well for whatever went down between you. And forgiveness is very important. Sometimes she's felt like a bit of a victim in this situation because she's not felt that she's done anything wrong, and she feels that she's been victimised. There's been a lot of stuff gone down, basically. So it's put her into victim mode. And she wants a conclusion to everything. She wants that happy conclusion. But, because everything's up in the air still in this connection. So that's the feminine. So what is the masculine going through? He's opening up to spirit. He's going within. He's connecting to his higher self. His feelings are as deep as the ocean for his feminine. They take his breath away, really, how deep they are. He may have had a tower moment, okay. This could have been before or after he met his feminine, and he's dealing with a lot in his 3D world at the moment. And he's focusing on work because he's feeling it's too painful to dwell on his feelings. He's doing anything he can to shut off these feelings, and these thoughts in his mind of his feminine. So he's just shutting it off and working, maybe to the nth degree. There's a lot going on in his head and he cannot think straight, so he's just focusing on his work. But, you took his breath away when he met you. He'd never met anybody like you before. And he's constantly in denial that he has any feelings for you. He's not, he's not admitting it to himself, let alone to you. He's in constant denial. And he may be turning to drink or drugs to numb his feelings at this time, okay? He's just trying to shut out these thoughts and feelings. He can't handle it. So what's the feminine thinking at the moment. She wants him to know she'll be there for him as a friend. She's there for him, but she just wants to rip his clothes off, basically. But she can be his friend if that's all that's on offer. She wants to make love again, but she wants it to be more than just sex between them. He lights up her soul. She feels that the masculine has had a change, and, he's looking into this twin flame connection and trying to open up to this understanding of it. She feels this intuitively. And they all came tumbling down. She wants the masculine love. She wants him to love her, but obviously you can't make people love you. But she just feels that he does love her. The silence is so painful. She doesn't like it, the lack of communication. Even if you're just going to be friends, usually you communicate with your friends regularly, don't you? She feels broken-hearted over it, but she realised the masculine wasn't ready and he couldn't open up about his feelings. But she feels there could be a glimmer of hope coming forward if he's understanding what the connection is, if he's getting clarity. And he may not be denying this connection anymore. This is what she's feeling intuitively. So what else with the masculine? What's going on? He felt the explosive passions when you were together. He's never felt that way with anyone else. But there may be karma to work on, lessons, karmic relationships, to release old patterns of behaviour. So he's working through this at the moment. And he has a fear of love, and it could stem from a fear of abandonment. Maybe he gave his heart to someone before and they didn't treat it well and they trod all over it, and they basically, didn't respect that he'd given them their love. And he's very wary of giving love again because he felt betrayed that the person who loved him, or who he loved, betrayed him the most. But time is a great healer. And sometimes it takes time to get over these things, but the heart is a very robust organ in the body, and time will heal any broken heart if you let it. He does feel spellbound with you. He just feels it's a magical connection. You can't explain it. But he's going through the dark night of the soul right now, and he's going within and he's looking for answers. And it could be a particularly tricky time because we're coming up to the solar eclipse at the weekend. So this could be a particularly tricky time for him. But he does know about this twin flame connection. He does feel this connection, but he doesn't quite understand all of it at the moment. So what about the feminine? So she wonders if he was playing games with her heart, basically. Was he just a player? She's alone again, but she still feels this deep connection with her masculine. He's constantly there on her mind, in her heart. They check up on each other's social media, even though she's got no proof. She feels that he does, and she does his. Maybe just to check up on any posts or just look at a picture, maybe. She's very affected by the moon cycles, being in that feminine energy. The moon cycles really affect her at this time, but she's going to use it to manifest her desires back into her life. And you're mirrors to each other, you mirror the good and the bad parts of each other, and she realises that. And sometimes you can trigger each other in really strong ways, and it can be hard to cope with at times. And she feels that sexual loving in the astral realm, that telepathy, that sexual communication, that loving communication. You are connected in your dreams and on the 5D. And she feels that very strongly. And she wants you to the masculine to kiss her over and over again. She just loves his kisses. So it looks like the masculine is thinking about communicating here. We've got letter, I mean, it's a very old-fashioned way of communicating. It may be a letter, he may write you a letter, or it could be a text or an email, okay? And he's put a lot of thought into that communication, so that could be coming up for you soon. And some of you could be getting engaged. It looks like he wants to make a commitment to his feminine, okay? But he has to work through his issues at this time. But it's on some of their minds. They want this partnership. And he feels this unconditional soul love, that you have his heart, basically. So that's beautiful. So what about the feminine? She's been working on herself, her spiritual growth as well. You know, she could have been through a tower moment also in her life, you know, that shook things up a bit. And sometimes we need that from spirit, you know, so we can move forward in our life, okay? But she's not sure if she can trust the masculine. She finds him very charming, but she's not sure that he's actually been telling her the whole truth of his situation. She's feeling this intuitively, and he is so sexy and so charming that she finds him quite dangerous, but in a thrilling way. You could reconnect again at a park. Maybe you're going to meet up at a park, you know, and have that deep kissing. I mean, this couple are in a wedding outfit here. So there could be a lot of passion and aggression and jealousy and lust in this connection, you know, jealousy because both of you may think the other person has moved on with someone else, you know, feeling aggressive, you know, about it. Just overwhelming passion. So the masculine, he's just going to go with the flow at the moment. He's decided to not try and push things. He's just, you know, going with the flow, just letting things happen. But he wants to be honest with the feminine. He does respect her, and he wants to be honest, and he wants to share his feelings. He feels it as a very good connection. You know, he does feel this connection. He does admit that. And he remembers the times you spent together. You were relaxed and smiling and laughing. And he wants that again. And the feminine wants the playful times with her masculine. You know, she wants that fun, carefree times. Maybe you never had that. She wants to go out for a coffee, you know, for a catch-up. Nothing too complicated. And she's got hope in her heart. She's looking forward. She's being positive at this time, okay? Sorry, I cleared some of the cards. It got a bit overwhelming. So now we're going to see what is the masculine. What are his hopes for an outcome here with his feminine. And then we'll get some words. Yeah, so he wants to be back in her arms again. But he may have been deceitful. And that's why he's scared to come forward. He may have been deceiving her, maybe over actually how he felt. He wants to be seduced in the bedroom. He thinks she's an amazing seductress. He understands about the twin flame connection. He feels his connection now. And he knows it's a soulmate deep love. So what about the feminine? Excuse me. What is the feminine? See things going here. She wants those deep chats into the night. She wants you to share your thoughts and feelings. She's missing him and she thinks he's missing her. This time apart is really hard. She's hoping for a proposal. And she wants lots and lots of sex, day and night with her masculine. She finds him very sexy. And she does want that commitment. So you're both, you know, you're both saying you want this commitment with each other, okay? So let's get some conversation going. So what does the masculine want to tell his feminine at this time? Not talking to you breaks my heart and soul into a billion shattered pieces. I want to reach out to you, but I can't find the right words, and I'm feeling so fragile right now. Your love makes my day, my week, my month, my year, and my life. I know I need to make amends for my mistakes, and I'm contemplating how to do this because I want to show you how much you mean to me. Love doesn't begin to describe what I feel about you. There are no words to explain the depth of my feelings. You can't imagine how much I love you. You're the woman that every man desires. I know I can count on you, and I will show you that you can count on me too. I am your not-so-secret admirer. I know you know that. I am always checking up on you. That came up before, didn't it? I would like you to meet my friends. I want you to be involved in my life because you are my world and I want everyone to know. I can't bear the thought of you being with someone else. I get so jealous. I just want you to be mine. Yeah, he may get jealous, but he's not showed you how he feels or told you, has he? Your love makes me feel untouchable and invincible. You make me stronger, happier and wiser. Your love is the greatest love I've ever known. You are the owner of my heart, my feelings, my soul, my body. I belong to you. We are the love. We are one. I love you. It really hurts me to keep my distance, but I just can't give you what you deserve at this time. Okay, so let's see what the feminine wants to say. What does the feminine want to say right now to the masculine? I cry myself to sleep thinking about all the time we've missed out on. I wish I could go back in time and change things. I write you messages then delete them because I just don't know what to say. I'm so sorry because I know that my silence is hurting you and I'm healing and trying to find my strength to be honest with you about how I truly feel. I haven't apologised because I don't feel deserving of forgiveness. I haven't been able to forgive myself to how I've treated you. I would wait for eternity to be with you. I will never let you go. You are my one true love. I have been waiting a lifetime for you. I crave your sexual healing. I fantasize about pleasing you every day. I am on fire waiting for you. So there's a lot of fire in the astral at the moment. I only want two things in life, everything that makes you happy and nothing that makes you suffer. I love you always and forever. You are never done because I am your shadow. When you cry, I embrace you in spirit. When you are sad, I will help remind you to smile. I am always there with you, even when you don't see me. Life is too short to keep your feelings to yourself. I cannot stay silent any longer with these words hidden inside my heart and soul because they want to burst out of my chest and my mouth. I love you. So they're both feeling that love, aren't they? So let's just get some final messages from the tarot. Let's see what action, if any, is going to happen. So what's action would the masculine take? What action will you take? Well, we have the Ace of Wands. So yes, he has red hot desire for his feminine. Two of Cups. He has that love. He has that love he wants to share. He wants to offer his cup of love. But he's worried about how he was, the way he treated her in the past. And this is preying heavily on his mind at the moment. But he wants to come forward with those cups. but it may take a bit of time, because the Chariot here, the horses are pulling in 2 different directions, so he may be still undecided of what action to take, but he does want to come forward. And he wants this. He wants this happy ever after. You know, he wants this 10 of Cups. So let's have a look. What does the feminine? What might the feminine not do this time? Well, yeah, she wants to be lovers. She wants them to be lovers, reunited again, you know. And it's, you know, the reconciliation, you know, coming back together with your past love. And she wants them to share their truths together. She wants them to express the truth, be open and honest with each other. And she has developed inner strength. She has the strength to move forward in her life. And there was a lot of upset, you know, and she didn't notice the 2 of Cups were still standing. And she was worried about what she had lost, but she didn't realise there was still 2 cups there. The love was still there. And she wants to celebrate, you know, she wants to celebrate happier times. And she wants her wish fulfillment, you know. She's been wishing on a star to have this reconciliation with her masculine. And she wants to give him that message of love. She wants to leave the past hurts behind and just sail forward into smoother waters. She's had sleepless nights and worries over this situation, but it's coming to an end. And we have the moon. So things are going to come to light, I feel, after this solar eclipse full moon. And she wants this new beginning. She wants this new beginning with her masculine, okay? And finally, let's just get a couple of love notes from masculine to feminine, and vice versa. So what does the masculine want to tell feminine? Tell me, do you feel my heart talk to yours? Sacred union, true spiritual connection, endless love. My love is yours until the end of time. This love transcends space and time. It truly is a timeless love. So he is feeling that. So now what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? Just holding hands, talking all night as we cuddle each other close is perfection for me. So she's not even asking for a lot, really. She just wants that closeness. I want to romance you. Wine and dine you, make love under the stars. So they're both feeling quite romantic about each other at the moment, aren't they? So there are your messages. I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm doing a giveaway of 1,000 subscribers. So please like, share, subscribe, comment to be entered into the draw where you could win a deck or a reading from me. So have a great day. Many blessings. Take care.